Good morning and welcome to the last day of our daily reflections for this week on the topic of risen. And day 7, we are looking at the ascension. And in Acts 1 6 to 11, narrates the moment of Jesus' ascension into heaven, marking the culmination of his earthly ministry and the fulfillment of prophecy. This passage prompts us to reflect on the significance of Jesus' departure, the disciples' response, and the promise of his return. The disciples gaze towards heaven as Jesus ascends, reminds us of the anticipation and hope surrounding his second coming. Just as the disciples eagerly awaited Jesus' return, we are called to live with a sense of expectation and a readiness for the promised return. And this anticipation shapes our lives and priorities, motivating us to live in faithful obedience and diligent service while eagerly awaiting the fulfillment of God's kingdom. Now, Jesus' commission to his disciples before his ascension underscores the importance of continuing his mission in the world. While we await Jesus' return, we are called to be his witnesses, proclaiming the gospel message and making disciples of all nations. Our lives are to be characterized by faithful obedience and active engagement in advancing God's kingdom's agenda, knowing that our labor in the Lord is not in vain. The ascension affirms Jesus' exalted status and sovereign reign over all creation. As we reflect on Jesus' ascension, we are reminded of his authority and power to fulfill his promises. This assurance strengthens our faith and confidence in his ability to bring about the full realization of his kingdom. It also compels us to surrender our lives to his lordship, trusting his providence and submitting to his will in all things. The hope of Jesus' return shapes our perspective on life, infusing us with courage and confidence to face whatever challenges may come our way. So in the midst of uncertainty and turmoil, we can anchor our souls in the assurance of Jesus' promised return, knowing that he will ultimately triumph over sin, death, and evil. And this hope enables us to persevere in faith, knowing that our ultimate destiny is secure in him. So in conclusion this week, Acts 1 6 to 11 invites us to contemplate the significance of Jesus' ascension and the promise of his return. And as we await his coming, may we live with the anticipation and readiness, faithfully fulfilling his mission and proclaiming his gospel to the ends of the earth. So let us live as people of hope, confident in the sovereign reign of our risen and ascended Lord. Well, it's been a great week this week of just reflecting that week after the crucifixion and the resurrection, and it's been some things to think about. So anyway, until tomorrow, where I'll start a new series, I look forward to sharing more of daily reflections.